Today we're going to talk about aluminum foil or tin foil hacks. Some bags just don't seal for us, so we are going to work on sealing this bag using a piece of tin foil and an iron. So the first thing I want to do is protect my surface, and you can use a towel or something like that, but you can also use a piece of tin foil. Next, I'm going to take my container and place it down like so. I don't need a lot of tin foil, so I'm going to go ahead and cut off a small square of tin foil. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the plastic here. I'm gonna take the tin foil and I'm gonna fold it over like this. Now I have my iron here and I've made sure that it's on the dry setting, no steaming, and I have it right now on the cotton setting. So carefully I'm going to go ahead and place my iron on the tin foil like so and wait for a few seconds, and then I'm gonna lift it back up. I'm gonna peel this part off carefully. And as you can see here, the plastic is now sealed. So I have gone ahead and made this container sealed once again. For this hack, I'm going to start by placing a piece of aluminum foil in the bottom. Now, I just need it to lay flat on the bottom. I've also placed water in it. So as you can see here, I've got water and then the aluminum foil. The amount of water that you use depends upon what you'll be putting in. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. I wanna get it going to a boil. I'm also gonna add 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Now that it's boiling, we're gonna take this tarnished piece of silver and put it inside. Now I recommend using hot pads or tongs to get it in there, and watch closely as you place it inside. The reaction is almost instantaneous and all of the tarnish disappears. So you just simply take it, drop it in, pull it out, and it's clean. For this next hack, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this as is. And I'm gonna show you about a little ironing hack. So as you can see here, the seam on this is sticking out and I need to iron it. So one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and leave this tin foil here. Again, it protects the surface, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay this down. I'm gonna grab my iron again. Once again, dry setting, no steam, and I have this on the cotton setting, or for whatever you're ironing, make sure it's on the appropriate setting. So one thing I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna iron this back and forth so that I can make that part. And this would work for anything, for a shirt or anything that you are working on to iron, and you're gonna iron your whole thing. So as you can see here, this is now ironed, so this isn't gonna stick out. But the neat trick about using tin foil underneath, or aluminum foil, is that it irons both sides at the same time. So I can get 2 done for the price of 1. Okay, so I've got a piece of tin foil laying down to protect my surface. I've got a little piece of paper, and we're gonna have a little fun creating some art here. So I've got a little piece of tin foil here, or aluminum foil. I'm gonna put the shiny side up, like so. Now I wanna keep this from rolling up, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of tape. Next, this is a hot pen. And so what you do is you just go in, and you can like kind of pre-draw something if you want, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go in and then just make some random lines on it and have a little fun just creating some random art here. And you can create anything you want, right? So this is something that, once again, maybe kids get into, something like that. You can use this on paper. You can use this on wood. So this concept can be done in a lot of ways. So you can kind of make your own custom cards with this, you know, that kind of thing as well. So I'll just go ahead and finish doing this here. Maybe make another little curly Q. There we go. And now we're gonna peel it up and see what it looks like. You can see it. And there you can see the fun artwork. So here you go, fun artwork, and you can frame this, and you could do this on a larger scale. And again, works on paper, works on wood, a lot of different things. You just need the hot pen and the right foil for it, and you can create lovely, lovely designs. Next, we're gonna have fun with a little candle holder. We often have a lot of these plain and simple ones laying around. So I'm gonna start by getting a piece of tin foil out. And then the next thing I wanna do is kind of measure it. I'm looking for the line here on the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead, kind of go all the way around just so I know exactly how much I'm gonna need, and overlap is okay. And mark it. Then I'm gonna unwind it again and measure it from the top. So again, lining up this empty space at the bottom and then kind of figuring out how far I need to go. It's okay if there's a little gap at the top. And then what I do is I just take the box or a ruler, line up the two dots, and draw a line between the two. And then again, down here, drawing the two dots together, like so. Next, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is cut it. So I'm gonna take this piece and cut the tin foil. Another tip, when you are cleaning wax out of candles, maybe you wanna reuse the jar. All you do is take one of these wadded up pieces of tin foil, get it in there and rub around, and it will take the wax right out of there. So there's another little hack for you. All right, I'll move this aside. So the next thing I wanna do is I can leave it like this, nice and shiny, but I kind of like that mercury glass look. So I'm gonna go ahead and crumple it up a little bit just to give it some texture. And I'm gonna open it back up again, just so I give it kind of some texture like that. Then the next thing I might wanna do is add some holes to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a little screwdriver. So I've laid some padding down, or I could do a cutting board to protect my surface. And actually what I ended up deciding on is a punch because it's nice and sharp. So all I'm gonna go do is just poke random holes. Okay, now I'm gonna move that out of the way, and the next thing I'm gonna do is bring my candle holder back, and I'm gonna go inside, and you can choose whether you want the shiny side out or the matte side, but I want the shiny side out. So I'm gonna start by getting that in here, inside. So once it's in there, it kind of looks like this on the outside. You could Mod Podge this out if you want to make sure it sticks, but it kind of gives you that nice crackly look. So there are a lot of varieties of these, but I'm just gonna go, and this will also help keep your tin foil sticking out to the edges. That part doesn't matter quite as much. You just wanna kind of build that in here. This works as great centerpieces for a variety of things, but here we go. Here's kind of the look at it, and then let's go put it in the light and take a look at how it glows. And here's a look at what it looks like when it's glowing. It adds kind of that starry effect to it. So many people don't know this, but wrapping paper technically isn't recyclable. Most wrapping papers are not. So what we're gonna do here is use aluminum foil. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure up and cut the foil just like I would cut wrapping paper. And again, you can use the matte side or the shiny side. And then I'm gonna take my container and my gift, and I'm gonna wrap it just like a normal gift. The other great thing about this is you don't often need a lot of tape when you do this. So put this in, and over here, and then put the tape on it. And there we go. And it's just a lovely, lovely shape. And you can add your bow to it or whatever you like. Now, when it comes to bows, you can either use bows and then reuse them again. You could also use string or something else that's recyclable. So it's really up to you what you want. And I hope this inspires you to try some aluminum and tinfoil hacks of your own. Again, I'm Chas from Chas's Crazy Creations. Thanks for watching Home Talk, and I'll see you next time.